We're using one camera. We're just here sitting next to each other. Sometimes when technology fails you, you find other ways to make it work.
We're very cute.
Yeah, look at this. We're just on a single webcam and it's got the microphone on it and everything. And so we don't have to do anything more than that. Oh, I forgot to open up my chat, by the way. I need to do that. Did you open up your chat? That's important. I should be able to
Craig
just
is
see
first.
yours. Craig is first. Oh, sneaky Craig. You dirty little Craig. Dan Wolf is upset that he's not first. You are second. That is great. 6 feet, bitches. Yeah. Well, we haven't been 6 feet apart like the whole time. So, oh, we should have a light in front, I think, because we're a little on the dark side. So let me do this. It's gonna look weird for a half a second, but then I think it's gonna. We're not close enough to the actual monitor for it to light us as well. So I'm gonna turn the key light on here. Do bright, and then I know. Now we're better. Look, it's better. See, that's better. Plus, we're gonna have to change the color of the actual like room because
Melissa's here.
Melissa's here. Okay, Melissa won yesterday, and we had promised people who were winning that they could pick the color of the studio when we did the next show, and then we forgot to ask. So, Melissa, what color do you want the studio?
Feel free to be as specific as possible.
Yeah.
You can say like pinky purple or orangey red or whatever.
Absolutely. And let us know if you can't hear us or something's terrible. Just let us know, and there's probably no way we're going to be able to make it better. But we'll say things that make it sound like we care. That's that. I mean,
would you like a pickle?
No, I'm good. We have pickles. If anybody wants a pickle, too bad because you're not here. Hi, Steam. Welcome. Septic's back. We got the UK checking in. That's great. Dan Wolf is over on Twitch as well. What's that?
Pink.
Pink. We want pink. All right, let's go for pink. You're going to do it? All right, you pick the pink.
Actually, if you go back to the last one.
Go back to the last one. Okay.
I think it's this one is pink.
There we go. Pink.
Is that an acceptable pink?
Is that acceptable?
Oh, is there a magenta?
Oh, magenta.
Okay, let's see.
I don't know. I think we have to wait. Hold on. I think we have to not turn on that. I don't.
Oh boy, you can change that even.
Yeah, you can edit that. I forgot how to like make it not do that because that's 2 different bulbs now.
Right? Oh.
There was a way to do it. I thought. All right. Well, you know what? Just mess with that. She's better at colors than I am, but my phone will change all the color things. Make it a magenta. And if you make them both the same color, then they'll both be that color. Or you can use one pink and one purple if that makes it kind of magenta-y.
That's kind of what I did.
There you go. Melissa, are you good with this? Is this good? Danny's waiting for pizza. Nice. Good. Happy cookie and pizza. A happy cookie. I believe that might be a cookie that makes you want to eat more cookies. That's my guess. Trey is here. Danny's here, obviously. Steam has made it. This is great. We've got so many people. 11 people right now are watching, which brings us to the allotted number. We have to have an illegal number of people to start. And here, at least in the U.S., you're only allowed to have 9 people in a room at a time. And so we are at more than that. We're at 13 now. So let's get started. I don't see why we...
Let's do it.
Yeah, why can't we? So question number 1.
Okay, question number 1.
Yep.
Has 2 possible answers.
2.
If you give both of them, you get 2 points, but you have to give them in the same response.
And
this bullshit where you answer one up here and then 2 minutes later you answer one down here.
Right. All one comment, both guesses, all right? Bonus point goes to the first person who gets both correct. And if no one gets both correct, then the bonus point will go to the first person who gets one correct.
Yes.
All right? If you throw a Karen, it only counts if somebody has gotten both correct. Does that make sense?
If you throw a Karen, it only counts.
Yeah.
If no one's gotten both correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
So you're saying, I don't believe anyone get both correct if you throw a Karen.
Okay.
Okay. If people get one correct, then you would get your point. Oh, Jenny and Christina are here. My mom is here.
Mom.
This is great.
We both talked to our moms today.
Septic has a good feeling about tonight.
Uh-oh.
This is good. We could have our first international winner of the night. That'll be great.
You come on a Sunday, which is classically the day of the week with the hardest questions. So
yeah. So this is good. Mondays tend to be easiest because they start the week over. But Sundays are the most challenging. But this might be your wheelhouse, so this is good.
All I'm saying is we might have our second successful Karen tonight.
Yeah, maybe so. There might be. So 17 people. Let's get started with question number 1. 2 different answers. Please make sure you put both in. Oh, Robert shared, by the way, over there. If you look, yeah. Oh, it's just under me. You just saw that. Thank you, Robert. We appreciate that. Sharing the show on Facebook is one of the ways you can get a point. If you share it to your profile or anything, it'll show up there. There's a little widget that we have that does that. So we appreciate it. That's very cool of everyone. All right, so 2 questions, 1 chat. What is the question?
2 answers, 1 chat. What 2 male fish species give birth? We're not talking about fish that spontaneously change their sex. We're talking about fish that, while they are male, give birth.
Yeah, so like a clownfish, for instance, if there's not a lot of like the other sex in their ecosystem, will spontaneously change to the other sex, which is kind of awesome. But they change. They don't give birth as males, right? They become females and then give birth. What is this? Oh, Craig, seahorses and Aquaman. Aquaman gives birth? I didn't even know that.
I'd be willing to try.
You're gonna give it a shot?
Yeah.
All right. Oh, I forgot to put anything. I'm gonna put 30 seconds on. I feel like 30 seconds has already gone by, right?
Yeah.
I didn't click it over, but 30 seconds. All right. Koi and bass. Oh, those are both good guesses. Goldfish and blowfish. Blowfish, I think, is a different activity than giving birth, though. Dan Wolf goes with the Karen. 2 Karens. You just have to do the 1 Karen, but seahorses and a pipfish. Oh, pipefish. A pipefish. Okay, these are good. This is.
Why am I looking at your screen?
Septic says maybe it's not my night. That's
Oh.
Oh, the confidence lasted only so long. Time's up. So I'm gonna flip it over to the main here. Actually, we'll go to the chat. We should go to the chat and see what everybody's been answering. So when we see it kick over on Facebook, oh, I'm not even over on the Facebook. Let me go to the Facebook. I've got to check the Facebook because it's the slowest one. And so the idea is if it flips over on Facebook, we know that everybody else is out of time as well. So there's a lot of different advantages to going to like Twitch, which we found out is the fastest. We found that out last night with Septic's help. So yeah, Septic Scope over there proved that it is the fastest option to go over to, yeah. Oh no, there we go. All right. So it looks like, yeah, see, we're still on Facebook. No, so Facebook's over to Twitch. Okay, so time's up. Let's see, I should put it here. Time's up. Look, it's all one word. Time's up. Let's see, seahorses and question marks. I just wanted to be clear that I had no idea. That's what Dan Wolf says about his Karen. Seahorses and fish baloo. Fish baloo, basically just the fish version of our cat.
I have to come swimming in here now.
Sea dragons, which aren't seahorses, people believe, but people often think they are. All right. So let's see.
They're just like really elaborate seahorses.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen a sea dragon?
I don't know that I'm aware of one.
They're very interesting.
Do they breathe water?
Yes.
Oh my God, that's like a dragon, but the opposite. It's an element that we didn't expect, a water dragon. All right, so let's see. We kind of went through what a lot of people, different people said, right? Did anyone get both right?
Yes.
Someone got both of them right. Oh, okay. Did some people get one right then?
Yes.
Okay, so unfortunately, that means that Dan Wolf down a point because he threw a Karen and somebody got both right. That was a good gamble, though. If people have to get both right, that feels like a good gamble. What was the correct answer for both?
Seahorses and pipefish.
Seahorses and pipefish. I didn't even think of a seahorse as a fish.
Well, it is.
I thought it was just like a water horse or something. Is a shrimp a fish?
Yeah.
Is it? I feel like a shrimp isn't a fish either.
It's a crustacean, I guess.
I feel like a seahorse is like a shrimp.
Seahorse doesn't have a shell.
Yeah, that's maybe true. All right.
It's not tasty with butter.
You don't know that. Have you ever tried one? You could try it. Yeah, with butter. All right, so that means that the person who got it correct was Trey. 3 points go to Trey because he gets a point for each being right and the point for being the first one to get it right. But it looks like some other people also got correct answers. Melissa got it both correct, seahorses and pipefish.
Why did Craig
do Danny also got it right.
Yeah.
So we got people who got 2 points there. Diana went with seahorse, which is correct. Didn't know the other one. That's okay. What are you saying?
Why did Craig just say mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell?
It's true. The mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell.
I'm not saying it's not true. I'm asking why he decided to add that information.
While he's adding it, just so people know when that question comes up later. At some point in time, we're going to have a trivia question of what's the powerhouse of the cell.
Dan Wolf says because it is.
Exactly. It is the correct answer.
Touche, Dan Wolf.
It's the correct answer to a question that we did not ask.
That's all.
Yeah, that was really nice of him. We've all learned something tonight because of Craig.
Well, Dan Wolf didn't learn anything. Try harder, Craig.
So Steam got a point for seahorses, but Fish Baloo, unfortunately, not correct.
No.
Shrimp is a crustacean. Trey says separate genus for the sea dragons and seahorses.
Yeah.
Just adding more trivia of what things are what. That's the theme, right? Trey does point out that the midichlorians are the source of the force. Oh yeah, look at that. That is a leafy sea dragon. That's fascinating.
It looks like it's made of kelp.
That looks like, it looks like what I would look like if I didn't shower for several months. All right, let's go on to question number 2. What do we got up for our next item up for bid?
What painting depicts the sister and dentist of artist Grant Wood?
All right, 60 seconds on the clock. We need the sister and dentist of the artist Grant Wood. Grant Wood.
Yeah. I may have made this question too easy.
Do you think so?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't know.
It's Sunday.
It is Sunday. So you think it should have been a harder one?
I think I should have said what painting depicts the sister and dentist of the artist. And not include the artist's name.
You think that Grant Wood gives it away?
I do.
Is that what you think?
That is
there's a lot of people who are Grant Wood fans.
Yeah.
Do you think that there's a lot of people who follow Grant Wood? I feel like that's not one of the notable artists. Like he obviously has some notable paintings, but if you think of top artists, you go Grant Wood. I
mean, some people might.
You go, you definitely go with Van Gogh, things like that. Just a couple seconds left. Get the answers in. Time's up. All right, let's go to the chat and see what people are saying. All right, so we'll watch it on Facebook to see when that's over. But we can start from the top. Let's see. Dan Wolf says midichlorians are Jediabetes. Jediabetes. You get it? Because it's Jedi and diabetes.
Yeah.
Jediabetes.
I get
it. That's tomorrow. The Force is tomorrow. All right, there we go. American Gothic. That's a good answer. Hollywood. Let's see. A barking good splinter of the collection. Time's up. I just saw it click over. We've got a lot of good answers here, but it seems to all be around American Gothic. That seems to be most of them. Is American Gothic correct?
Told you I made it too easy.
You think it was too easy?
Yeah.
So it is?
Just for the record, for my personal edification, if I had just said what painting features the sister and dentist of the artist, would anyone have gotten it?
So if you had not the name of the artist, but just the first part, would you have been able to get it? And really all we need to ask is whoever the first person was that
Craig.
Everybody then cheated off of.
Craig.
Craig gets 2 points, by the way. Then Danny, Dan Wolf, Melissa, Trey, and Steam all get points as well.
Oh.
Septic says, I had no idea. Would have gotten it because of the sister and dentist. No idea who the hell painted it. Oh, so the easy part was the sister and dentist.
The opposite.
Just so you know. If you had said famous painting by Grant Wood, and everyone would have been like, nah, no idea. Even Dan Wolf says it. Nobody knows who he is.
Shit. You uncultured swine.
I called it. Nobody knows who Grant Wood is.
Bastards.
It was just the fact there was a dude and a lady on it. That's all that they knew. The dentist gave it away. Oh, across the boards, nobody knows who the actual artist is. Oh, that's great.
So if I had said, what's the most famous painting by Grant Wood?
No one.
Been like...
Yeah, it would have been, I would have thrown Karen and would have won. Nobody would have gotten it. But as soon as you said painting with a dentist in it, everyone was like, got it. American Gothic. He uses that pitchfork in his dentistry. Danny says, I didn't even know the name of the painting. I just know it from an episode of Boy Meets World. Well, that's a callback. Boy Meets World. Wow. A whole room full of Karens if you ask for the artist.
You people are bastards.
Oh, this is so great. Oh, Lordy. We've got... All right, so we can go on to question number 3, I think. Which is who painted American Gothic? No, it's not. I'm just kidding.
This is a closest question.
Closest. So closest means anyone who gets the answer gets a point. But if nobody gets the answer, then whoever is closest to that answer gets a point. And that works above and below. It's not Price is Right rules where you can't go over. If the answer was 5 and somebody guessed a 4 and somebody guessed a 6, they'd both get points. When it comes to throwing a Karen, you're saying you don't believe anyone will get it exactly right. So closest doesn't count. But if nobody gets it correct, the first person to be the closest will get the bonus point. So what is the question?
What year was the first telephone call made?
Please do the whole year. All right? None of this like
32.
Yeah, 32 or like 97 or whatever it is, right? Don't do that. All right, so what was this? This is question number 3? Question number 3. All right, 60 seconds on the clock. Get your answers in. Oh, Septic Scope came in first because they're over on Twitch, so obviously faster than everybody else. We warned everyone, just so you know. You could go and, if you were to go and subscribe or follow on Twitch, you would have the advantage. Let's see, in 1875, that feels like a good guess. It feels like it would be the late 1800s, early 1900s. Like in that area is where I think like of telephones. 1930, that feels a little high. 1930 feels high. 1895, that's kind of in that wheelhouse. 1876, that would be 100 years after the U.S. was created. 15 seconds left on the clock, so get your answers in.
Thanks for the specificity, Dan Wolf.
Yeah, it's 1912, 1880, in that wheelhouse. 1903, all very good. Maybe faster, but definitely not right. So Septic, that may be the case. 1880 AD, says Dan Wolf. All right, so time's up. Let's go to the chat and see everybody's answers here. And I will keep an eye on Facebook to make sure when it has made it over for the chat. Let's see, what were the other ones? Septic says they need the advantage. That's good. You've got it. So it's smart for you. 1885, another feels like a good guess in there. Late 1800s, early. Let's see, early 1900s. Let's see. Well, the others might have meant BC. That's a good point. Nobody said that those weren't BC. Only Dan Wolf got the one in AD. So maybe he's closest just because he's an entire era off. Everybody else's entire era.
I'm gonna go ahead and assume AD for this.
You think so? That seems presumptuous.
Yeah, it does.
Tom Johnson would like to let us know that he is wrong. It is not 1912. Apparently.
You know what? He is.
No, he's right.
He's right that he's wrong.
He's right that it is not 1912. So he's not wrong. That he's right that he's wrong.
Yeah.
This is very confusing.
Who's up first?
Did anyone actually get it correct?
Yes.
Oh, someone did. What was the correct answer then?
1876.
1876. Scrolling back, that looks like Trey.
Yes.
With the first answer to get it right. And I don't see anyone else with the same answer, We did have Danny very close with 1875. But no one else with the 1876. That does feel earlier than I would have expected, but in the wheelhouse. It's not like super surprising, but I would have guessed a little more later in the 1800s, I feel like. Dan Wolf says they should be disqualified because they didn't do AD or BC. What do you think?
Trey believes that he was using the Mayan calendar, so there's no AD or BC.
It's also a different year, isn't it? I feel like the years are all different in the Mayan calendar. So you probably didn't get it correct at that point. I have a feeling that like 1970 or 1876 on the Mayan calendar is probably like 2008 on our calendars. Or way earlier, one of the two. All right, so that's good. We're doing well. We got 17 people watching, so I'll take a moment and let everybody know. If you're playing along at home, you're welcome to. Just put the answer in the chat on the streaming platform that you're watching on. We've got YouTube, Twitch, and Facebook going right now. You just have to do it in the 60 seconds that we allot. So I try to type times up in the chat so people know. If you are the first person to get it right, you get 2 points. Everybody else gets 1 point. You can also get a point for sharing the show on Facebook. You'll see in a little alert that shows up like over there somewhere. And if I'm on the other look, it's like right down here. That's where it would show. If you were to share right now, that's what it would look like. You get a point for doing that. You also get a point if you're the first person into the chat and you say the word first. Best way to do that is to follow us, Another Wasted Hour, on YouTube, Twitch, or Facebook. And make sure that you not only subscribe and follow, but also do the little bells and stuff, the alerts, so it lets you know when we go live. That's your best chance. Or be around, because we go on at 7 o'clock every night and do this. So we'll be here as long as they tell us, we're in the state of Virginia, so as long as they tell us we should be sheltering in place here, or not be going out and quarantining, we're going to be here. We're going to do this every night. We might continue until, I don't know, no people die. I don't know. We'll figure out what that is.
Protest?
Yeah. No people at all die of anything, which seems unfortunately long. So, yeah, if you have any questions, put them in the chat and we'll answer them. But we have questions for you. I think we're up to question number 4 now, right?
Yeah.
So what is question number 4?
What poet won the Pulitzer Prize 4 times? First and last name, please.
First and last name, all on the same line. We need the name of the Pulitzer, 4-time Pulitzer Prize winner, who's also a poet. 60 seconds on the clock. Let's see what... Oh, you're hiding. Oh, my goodness. Why are you hiding? 7 o'clock-ish, Trey says. Yeah, that is true. We sometimes are a little early, sometimes a little late. That keeps everybody on their toes so that you can't just perfectly time it. Adam Fleming is our first guest coming in from the Twitch platform, the fastest of all the platforms. A second Twitch platform guest because it is so fast, Walt Whitman. Then we've got Danny with Robert Frost and Tom with Henry Thoreau. These are good guesses. If you're going to go for poets that are pretty well known, then these are the ones that you would probably hit up. Oh, we have our first YouTube guest, Dr. Seuss. Don't know, is he considered a poet? I guess so. It rhymes. It's not, I guess it's not prose, right? Septic says that's majorly wrong. Well, I appreciate that that you recognize your own failings, and that's okay. You don't have to be right. Time's up. Let's go to the chat here, and I'll let people know that time's up once we see the transition on Facebook. Let's see. Let's see here. Let's see. So we've gone through a bunch. E. Cummings, that's a good guess, says Trey. Love me some E. Cummings. Robert Robert Frost, another good guess. Very talented people. So time's up. We saw it show up in Facebook. Christina's the last one to get a guess in. Lots of great guesses, everyone. I don't know who I'd go with. I do like me some E.E. Cummings. I'm going to go with the dark horse of E.E. Cummings.
I love E.E. Cummings.
Trey is very talented, or Trey is very talented at being able to guess things correctly. And E. Cummings very talented as a poet. But I have no idea, honestly. Even though I put the questions in, I didn't actually watch the answer of this one.
I would like to announce the first style of the point.
First style point. Okay, what's the style point?
Dan Wolf for the horrible pun.
Dan Wolf for the horrible pun. I always knew that I was a poet. I could tell it from my giant feet. They were Longfellows. Ha ha ha! Oh, thank you, Dan Wolf, for not making a penis joke. We really appreciate it. Let's see. So, did anyone get it right?
Yes.
Someone got it right. Okay, what's the correct answer?
Robert Frost.
Robert Frost. Oh, what a great guess. Right at, so Christina got it right at the end, but at the beginning, Danny looks like she got it first for 2 points. Great guess. I mean, you got, Stopping in the Forest in a Snowy Evening, and a couple of others that are very timeless kind of poems. Also a very good poet. I was hoping E. Cummings just because he's kind of zany and fun. So, Trey said, I had no idea and couldn't come up with something I thought style point worthy. Yeah, E. Cummings not style point worthy because he's actually very good as a poet.
Very good poet.
So that was an excellent guess, I think. All right, so this is good. We're just chugging along. We're to question number 5. Right? Question number 5. What do you got?
If you have a buccula, what have you got?
All right, 60 seconds on the clock. I know the answer to this one, actually. You own a rabbit that sucks the juices out of vegetables.
How many times can I tell you?
Yeah.
It's not Bunnicula.
Yeah, Bunnicula. I read all the books. They're fantastic, and it's a vampire rabbit. That's what you have. No. Vampire rabbit. Final answer, vampire rabbit. I'd like to call a friend. Friend says it's a vampire rabbit. That's correct. I'd like to poll all of the audience. What do the audience say? Vampire rabbit.
I'm the audience.
No, over here. The ones on this side. They said vampire rabbit.
That's where I normally sit.
Yeah, but you're not there right now, and they're saying vampire rabbit.
Do I have to stand over there and be the audience?
No.
So you're wrong?
We'll talk to the wrong audience. What do you think the answer is? Is it vampire rabbit?
No.
Opposite. See? Do the opposite of the wrong, people. It is definitely a vampire rabbit. All right. Well, only a couple seconds left. Time is up. All right. Let's go to the chat. I'll keep an eye on here. People getting the Karens in. Oh, people throwing Karens at the last second. Oh, my goodness. They waited to see what other people were saying and then threw Karens. We're almost done with time. In Facebook, I'm seeing this happening. Let's see. I want to kind of wait until all of it's done before we go too deep into it. All right, that is up. So time is up. Danny says, I'm slightly happy and busy eating pizza. Don't judge. Okay. So lots of guesses came in, but several of them Karens. People throwing Karens. We'll see if this pays off for you. Let's see. Dessert, penicillin, a Karate Kid, a small shield, a broken buckle. Or is that the Quantum Leap guy?
Style point septic.
A style point for a broken buckle?
Yeah.
All right.
Buccula.
Yeah.
Buckle. I get it. See what you did there.
A small shield is there's a buckle, right? It's a bucknell or something like that. Small shield. It's a type of shield, something like that. I think it's a buckle. The Quantum Leap guy. That's also a good guess. Do you know him? Scott Bakula. Yeah. A vampiric deer. Karen.
A buckler.
A buckler.
A small shield.
There you go. Yeah, buckler. So we got people going for all the things that sound like it. A lot of different answers. A lot of them felt like they were a little guessy or jokey. Not a ton of real serious feeling answers. Did anyone get it right? What? No one got it right. No one got it right.
That means we have 3 successful Karens.
3 successful Karens in one question. Yep. 3 of them at the same time. We had our first correct one happened just 2 days ago, and it was done by accident. Danny didn't want to win and tried to lose points by throwing a Karen and ended up actually getting a point, and she was very upset. But this time, people actually trying to get points. First time anyone successfully thrown a Karen, trying to get points, and 3 people got it at once. Oh, mark this down on your calendars, everyone, because right now is a moment for the history books for no one but us.
Absolutely no one.
Absolutely no one cares except for us.
Nope.
Not even us?
Not really.
No. Okay, it's kind of a myth day now that we're thinking about it. All right, so it looks like points for Smile, Steam, and Danny. Danny, the only person to successfully do 2 Karens now. She's out in front when it comes to all the Karens. And she also correctly yelled Karen. All capitals, which I feel is what you should be doing when you throw a Karen.
It's spelled Karen because that's the actual name of someone, Dan Wolf.
Yeah, so you weren't here for when it was created, but one of our weekly winners, Karen, won. She's won 1 week, but during one of our questions, she wrote none of the above. That was her guess. And we thought that was a really cool innovation, but we wanted it to like make it our own. We didn't want people just to like shout none of the above. Plus it was confusing because would it be none of the people above when you said it or like anything like that. So we went with just naming it after her. And so when you throw a Karen, which is the verb for it,
obviously,
because things end up just, this is how the show works. It just becomes, there's more and more folklore that gets just tacked on. And so when you throw a Karen, you're basically just saying that you think nobody else will get it before the time is up. And if you do, you get a point. If you don't, you lose a point. So, yeah, it was pretty fun. Water deer should be called vampire deer. Oh, wow. Yeah, everybody go Google water deer. That is horrifying. I didn't know that thing existed. Where did that come from? And why do you need that for water? Why is that a thing? I'm so confused by nature right now.
So
what is it?
Know what the answer is.
Oh, what the good. Yeah, we had forgotten to actually say the answer. What is the answer?
A double chin.
Yeah, so kind of like mine, but without the hair. Yeah, like I've got the chin here, and then kind of another chin here.
I don't think you have a double chin.
You don't think so? That's because I'm looking up right now. If I did this, look, I got a double chin.
There's a line right here.
I have a binocular right now on my neck. Yeah, binocular. It's biting you. I'm sucking your blood. All right. So next year, the internet years is way faster than in-person years. You can say this like lore, like a weird ancient. Oh, yeah. We can say back in the days, back when I was younger, last year. The next pandemic that happens, we can talk about this pandemic and all the things that got made up. All right, we're halfway through, so let's look at the standings. Who's winning?
Let me find out.
We should do that. Let's find out who's winning.
Let's find out together.
If your score differs in the score than we have for you, just let us know. Sometimes we miss things. We're amateurs. We make no money off of this, and so we kind of don't care.
Well, Dan Wolf was definitely losing with -1 point.
Yeah.
But then got an answer right. So now Dan Wolf has a commanding 0 points.
Commanding 0 points. All right.
Christina has 1 point.
Okay.
Diana has 2 points.
Mm-hmm.
Steam has 3 points.
Steam's doing a terrible job of losing. That's usually his goal, and he is not doing it very well.
Melissa has 3 points. Craig has 4 points. Danny has 5 points. And Trey has 6 points.
So Trey is at the top winning right now. All right, so this is exciting. Very good. But people can catch up. There's still half a game to go. So he is not by any chance the absolute winner. People can make this up, this gap up. Steve also wanted the correct answer. We gave that. Back in the plague times. Yeah. I whispered softly shit about my points.
You better be careful there, Danny.
Hi Danny doesn't like points, apparently. Drunken Hi Danny do not want points.
No.
That's what we've learned. Yeah, still my day. Yeah, you could totally take this, Septic. You've still got this shot. Tom Johnson, I got 6 anti-points awarded from the internet at large today. What did you do that got you anti-points?
Anti-style points.
Oh, anti-style points. Yeah, what did you do? Steam, were you giving anti-style points to people? I don't know if those are authorized. All right, let's move on to question number 6.
This is a maths question.
Maths question. All right.
A positive number that equals the sum of its divisors, excluding itself, is called what?
Oh. All right, 60 seconds on the clock. I feel like I should put 90 seconds on because it's math, which is harder.
Can't talk about math?
You can talk about math.
Okay, so the number 6 is one of these because the number 6 has 3 divisors other than itself. 1, 2, and 3. And if you add those all together, it equals 6. And that has a special name.
That is very interesting.
And it's so cool.
Yeah, that is kind of neat. Since we're at to question number 6, I'm going to do my little speech since we've got so many of you here. In addition to doing this at 7 o'clock every night, doing some trivia, which we enjoy having you all for, I also have a podcast called Another Wasted Hour, which is what spawned this. If you like trivia, there's some trivia on the show. We have a game show that we have our guest participate in called Please God Just Get One Right, where we have, I think it is 6 trivia questions about a specific topic chosen by our previous guests. We also have some zany news from around the internet, and we have some local music that's fantastic. Dan Wolf, who's playing today, has been on the show, and we've got a lot of other very talented people on the show as well. So you get to hear some of their music, learn how you can follow them, and probably people you wouldn't have been exposed to otherwise. So go check that out. It's free. It's on all of your podcast distribution centers. There's like 140 episodes. So we'd appreciate your support. Give us a review and some stars and those things. It means a lot to us. So let's move to chat because we are out of time. So we're looking for people who have gotten their answers in. I have a guess on this. I have an actual real guess because this is one of the things. I didn't look at the answers when I put the questions in. I guess there's always a chance that my subconscious saw it. But I think from my time in school, this is called a perfect number. Is that right? Yes. It is! Oh, cool!
I'm so proud of you, baby.
Thank you! Alright, I got it right. This isn't awkward. Alright, so time's up. Let's see people who got it in. So that's really exciting. My getting it right doesn't count. So if I see someone is Karen, I won't steal your point from you. That's not how that works. Danny says, I may be both drunk and high, unable to confirm. Well, great. Tom says, I'm not cool at all.
Aww.
Septic came in with the first answer with Intergen. Oh, that's a good answer. That sounds really cool. It's not correct.
Mathy.
Yeah. Dan Wolf got perfect number. Good job, Dan Wolf, over on Twitch. We've got a square from Tom and Math Magic from Craig.
Style point
for that. Equilot sum?
Aliquot sum. An aliquot sum is the sum of all of the divisors for an integer, but that is not what I was asking.
So it's when an aliquot sum equals their what?
Yeah,
the actual
aliquot sum
number
equals the integer. That's what I was asking for.
Gotcha. Okay. Interesting. Okay, so the perfect number, like a subset of aliquot sums, then essentially.
Well, the perfect number is what you call a number whose aliquot sum happens to equal the number.
Right. All right, that makes sense.
They're related. You have to calculate one to figure out the other.
Right, they're related, but not specific enough. Trey says spiffy. It's spiffy.
It is spiffy.
Where's Emily? This would probably be in her wheelhouse.
Yeah,
oh, is she mathy?
She's mathy.
Very mathy. I've got Melissa, who came in just after the bell with square number. Tom says, oh, crap, I didn't understand the question. Oh, well, here's Zoidberg. And then Diana went with a Karen. Unfortunately, because Dan Wolf got perfect number, the only person to do it. So that was a pretty good guess. You didn't see that answer come in, unfortunately, because it was on Facebook and Dan Wolf was on Twitch, which is a little wrinkle in the Karen because you can't necessarily see all of the answers if you're on Facebook, since we're doing it on YouTube and Twitch as well. But only one person got it right. Dan Wolf with 2 points for being the first and the only one who got it right. And Diana, unfortunately, minus 1 point because of having the Karen that is backfired. It's so mean that way. All right, 7th 7th question. Oh, we've got the cat. Where's the cat?
She's under my chair.
Under your chair. Okay, the cat is under the chair. If the cat goes somewhere else, I'll point the camera at the cat, and we'll have. Yesterday we had a bonfire. This time we'll have a cat fire. I was trying to make it match.
She was looking for her nest, but it's not there
anymore. Oh yeah, all of her.
She's literally staring at her old nest crumpled up in a bag right
now. Just look at this. Look at this silly cat. She's like, you've thrown it away. Why did you throw it away? I was sitting on that. That was the place that I sat. Why would you take it from me? Did you not see how much I enjoyed it?
So in case you haven't seen her before, that's my big fat cat.
Well, Cat Baloo, it was trash. That's why we ended up taking it away. It was just trash. She's like, but it was my trash. It was my little kingdom of trash, and you destroyed it and put it in this stupid bag, and I hate you. All right, so let's see. Cat TV. Why don't you do the 7th question?
Okay.
It's weird doing this because it's like mirrored. There we go.
Who was the first unseeded man to win Wimbledon? Bonus point if you know the year. But you have to answer them in the same comment.
All right. So in the same comment, both the year and the man. Oh, I can't really. Oh, here we go. There we go. That's good. I'm going to put it on your shoulder.
Okay.
All right. So 60 seconds on the clock. 60 seconds on the cat. Sorry if I'm... Oh, she wants it back. She's actually going... She's like going in and pulling it out. She's like, this is fucking mine. Why are you trying to put it in this bag? This is mine and I want it. You don't take it from me. I'm gonna bring this in the other room. This is gonna be my new home. This is where I'm gonna live. And I hate you. 30 seconds left on the clock. Is she just gonna put her head on it? She's just like a pillow. She's like, well, fine. I'll just lay on this bag of plastic if you won't put the plastic here for me to lay on. This is my favorite plastic. You ruined it. I hate everything. Go to hell. All right, time is almost up. And now it is. Let's go to the chat. All right, I'm going to type time is up when it goes over in Facebook. Let's see. What are we doing here? French toast. What French toast tray missed this?
What the French toast?
What the French toast tray missed this? Oh, yeah, that is how Robert swears. Is just by naming breakfast foods.
I may need your help.
Okay, we've got Roger Federer, Wrinkle of Karen Time. Nice. All right, what do you need help with?
In this case, do we give the extra point to the first person who got both things right, or just the main question because it was a bonus question?
The main question. Yeah, this was just a bonus question, so bonus point. It wasn't 2 questions together. That's my take on it. It looks like Michael Jordan. I don't think he did a lot of tennis. I feel like this should have gone to Septic because this is a UK question, right? It's Wimbledon. Isn't that UK? You don't know if Wimbledon's in UK? It's totally in UK. Yeah, that's absolutely a UK thing. Oh, you're going to look it up if it's in England? You're making fun of people?
Cancelled.
Oh, no, it's canceled. Oh, it doesn't exist anymore. Let's see. We have Thomas Morvello Riddle in 1998.
Go to hell.
Right now, Craig, the cat is looking at you with disdain. Let's see. Boris Becker, 1927. That seems... Was Boris Becker alive in 1927?
No.
That feels really old. Thomas Watt Edison Whitman Shakespeare. That is not a person. That is a combination of a bunch of people. Andre Agassi in 1997. Oh, that's an interesting guess. Billie Jean King in 1972. That is just sexist.
Woman.
I see what you did there. That is rude. Ovi in 2008. He did not play in Wimbledon. Boris Becker in 1985. That feels more Boris Becker-like. And then Becker. Just a Becker. I'm a runner. Don't play with balls. I forgot to do the time's up thing, but time's definitely up. All right, I'm going to put us back here so everyone can see us. All right, so did somebody get both of them correct? It sounded like it. Oh, all right. So someone got both answers correct. Did someone get one answer correct before that person?
Yes.
Who is the first person to answer this correctly?
Danny.
Danny got it with Boris Becker.
Yes.
Got the time completely wrong.
Yes.
That would be my guess. All right, and so anyone who got Boris Becker, so Melissa got Boris Becker, Diana got Boris Becker.
And Melissa got the bonus question.
And Melissa also got the year, 1985. Mm-hmm. Well done, Melissa. Wow, that's impressive. All right, so we tried to throw you an easy one, Septic, over there in the UK. I'm just saying, it was a UK-based one. We tried to help. We didn't know that you didn't like balls. But, you know, that how could we have guessed? All right, so...
No way to know, really.
Are we on to question number 8 now?
Yeah.
Question number 8. Oh, Michael Barbine's here.
Hi, Michael Barbine.
As our Minister of Misinformation, Michael Barbine has joined us.
St. Louis.
He's in St. Louis. He's driving a VW bus that he had renovated. Restored, I guess is the right word. Yeah. Across the United States, very slowly, because that's how fast they go. And so he started in California, and then he has gone along, and now he is in
the middle of America.
St. Louis.
Well, he went all the way down.
He did good.
Like into Louisiana, and then like back up.
I feel like he was in Florida at one point. Didn't he make it all the way to Florida?
Yeah.
Barbine, didn't you go to Florida, and now you've driven back to St. Louis? You're making a zigzag thing that's kind of weird. Danny says, oh shit, I'm still getting questions right. Melissa totally guessed. Wow. That's a hell of a guess, Melissa. Well done. All right, what is question number 8?
What planet is the space alien Alf from?
This is another one that I think I could get right. I feel like I could do it. 60 seconds on the clock.
Well, the bus is parked in Florida. He had to fly to St. Louis for work.
Oh, that makes so much sense. I did see you flying around for work. So the bus still in California or in Florida. So if anybody wants to go steal a bus, it is in Florida, a VW bus. It is unattended. You can go grab it now, and you can drive it wherever you want. You have our permission. Septic one with Jupiter.
Len is here?
What's that? Len's here.
Len?
Hi, Len.
Say hi, Len.
Hello, Len. Len, say hi. You're famous. Everybody loves you.
Oh, I love Len.
Let's see. Caitlin, Len is here. We don't see a Len. Why don't we see Len? Why does Len not like us? Oh, there's Len! Len just said hi. Well, just said awesome.
Hi, Len.
Same thing. Just say awesome.
Love you, Len.
All right, time's almost up. Here we go. Let's go to the chat. All right, so let's see what answers we got in the chat. Jupiter. Let's see. Melmac. That would have been my guess. I think Melmac is correct.
Really?
Yeah, I think Melmac is it. I used to like Alf quite a bit. So, and he'd eat cats and stuff.
He ate cats.
Mm-hmm. And
but not Cat Baloo.
Who knows what ALF stands for? Do you know what ALF stands for?
No, go ahead.
No? Anyone in the chat? Because I've also got that one. I know that one.
Please.
Well, I'll see if the chat people know.
Alien life form.
Yeah, Craig got it. Alien life form. Here's another one for the ALF fans out there. What was ALF's real name?
Oh, somebody else. Gordon Shumway.
Is that right? Yeah. Who had gotten that? That was Trey. His name was Gordon Shumway. Yep. All right, so let's see. We got a couple people with Melmac. Mars. Somebody with Mars. Earth's twin planet, Venus. That's a callback to a question from yesterday.
Yes.
So, well done. We always like a good callback. You get a style point for the callback.
Style point.
Yeah. Let's see. Melmac, a bunch of them. I think my spidey sense is saying it was actually Melmac, just because everybody else went with Melmac. The downside to being on on Twitch is that you don't get to see all the other answers. That is the downside. Trey, what was my wheelhouse? Oh, Emily, you missed math. We had math. Everyone don't say anything. We're going to ask just Emily the question. Ask Emily the question.
Okay, Emily.
Here we go, Emily. This is just for you. You don't get a point, but we'll see if you knew it.
A positive number that equals the sum of its divisors, excluding itself, is called what?
All right. That's for you, Emily. See if you would have gotten it. All right, so we've got some good people. We got some good answers. Tom Johnson looks like he came in first with 2 points.
Yes.
Is that what you got? And then Trey and Craig and Steam and Tom Hoops, who has joined us, and Danny and Melissa all got it correct for a point. Right? All right, so this is good. Everybody getting points. This is going well. I feel like this is going really well. All right. I'm waiting to see if Emily gets this. I know that there's a bit of a delay, but I kind of hope to see if she was actually, if we knew, if it would have been a real house. I guess we can move on to the question number 9, right?
Yes.
Which, if it's question number 9, that means it's...
the penultimate question.
It is the penultimate question. I should know that, but I can't think of it at the moment, and I'm not going to be a dick and Google it and save my face. Oh my goodness. That was just the biggest spewing of just, oh my God, like a manic. That's all right, yeah. The answer was a perfect number, which is fine. You don't need to know it. But we thought that might be in your wheelhouse, or at least Trey did. All right, question number 9. What is it?
What state has the geographic center of North America?
Within its borders, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Question number 9. We have 60 seconds on the clock. So some people will know what the geographic center of the United States is, like the continental United States. But we're looking for the geographic center of the entire continent of North America. So remember that. No, all of North America. We need the state within what that point is in its borders. So yeah, ultimate penguin. I don't know why he keeps putting penguins. What does that mean? What is a penguin? What is it? What is that? Is a penguin a Karen? I don't even know. Let's see.
Septic, New Orleans is not a state. You are so sweet.
New Orleans is a city. Septic. Go for a state. Any state. You get another guess because you're in the UK.
You get a mulligan.
Yeah, you get a mulligan since New Orleans is not a state. That would be like if I had said, like, London. All right, time is up. Let's go to the chat. We'll start going down from the top, I suppose, and see what people were guessing.
Oh, this is going to be awkward.
Let's see. Dan Wolf looks like he started off with South Dakota. South Dakota was our first answer. Ultimate penguin. I don't know what that was about. Hopefully Trey will fill us in. Kansas goes with Tom Johnson. New Orleans, Wyoming, Kansas, North Dakota, Michigan, Colorado, North Dakota. I learned this from American Gods. Craig says, damn it, my lack of knowledge where America's states are foils me again. Texas, says Jenny. Let's go with North Dakota, says Craig. North Dakota says Steam, North Dakota. Following Danny, says Smiles. Not a bad choice of doing things. Christina says Seattle, which is not a state. Seattle is also a city. Oh, damn, I thought U.S., not North America. Ah, yeah, Trey, we specifically said North America. Septic gives up too embarrassed. No, you don't need to be embarrassed. That's okay. It's fine. If you were to tell me to name, can I name? Here's the thing. Here, you want to see embarrassment? Does England have states? It doesn't, does it? It's got like, what do you call them? Provinces? Is it a province? What is the separate things?
In Ireland, it's counties.
Is it a county? See, we don't even know how to separate the UK. We don't know how to separate England into its different pieces, right?
It's It's all counties, he says.
They're all counties. Okay. I think I could maybe name a county.
Go ahead.
Is London a county?
No.
Is it a city and a county?
I don't think the UK is separated into kingdoms. Yeah, but we're talking about just England.
Yeah, just England. I said UK, but I meant England. Would it be would Hampshire?
Anything ending in a shire is a good guess.
Yeah. Birmingham?
Or a ham.
Yeah.
Hams and shires.
I feel like something would be good. I'd have to think about it for a second.
Worcestershire?
Yeah, Worcestershire, is that one? Christina says, sorry, I violated the rule book. Why did you violate the rule book?
She gave a city instead of a state.
Oh, it's not the rule book. You can guess whatever you want. The restream version of the penguin emoticon is better than the one I'm seeing in the Facebook feed. Why are we doing penguins? I'm still so confused. What was the correct answer? We also need to know the correct answer.
I'm going to clarify a couple things.
Yes.
Trey said Kansas, which is the geographic center of the contiguous United States, which is not what we asked for.
No.
Someone said South Dakota, which is the geographic center of the entire United States, including Alaska and Hawaii.
Yeah.
Not what I asked for. The answer is North Dakota.
North Dakota.
Yeah.
Which nobody got. Nobody got it right. Everybody got... No, wait! Oh my God, people got it right!
Yeah.
Let's see. At the top, we went South Dakota, New Orleans. I'm just saying that to fuck with Septic now. North Dakota, first one looks like Robert.
Yeah.
That's what I've got. Robert with 2 points for getting North Dakota first. Danny also got it because she's terrible at losing. Steam got it because he's also terrible at losing apparently now. Smiles, smart thing, followed Danny, got the point. And that's all of them. Yeah, so...
Tom Johnson, are you having a stroke?
Yeah, Tom Johnson says that both Dakota isn't an O place. He might be having some trouble with his keyboard. Holy hell, I honestly pulled North Dakota out of my ass. I honestly have no idea where that is. Craig, well, yeah, Craig also gets a point. He did it as a question. Let's go with North Dakota.
North Dakota isn't a place?
Yeah.
It sure is.
Yeah, I can see it on the map. Danny has now just put a line of penguins in the chat. I still don't know why this is happening. It's just weird, people. I have no idea. But it does mean that we have... what the fuck with the penguins? Right? What the hell is happening with the penguins?
I mean, is it like the pen ultimate, pen short for penguin?
Oh, I see. Because it's the ultimate pen.
Yeah.
The pen ultimate. Penguin ultimate.
Dan Wolf, I would like to be part of this inside joke too. I don't fucking get it.
Yeah, apparently it's pen ultimate, and then that means penguin ultimate.
I have an important question for Tom Johnson, who believes maps aren't real.
Well, because they're round.
Are birds real?
Yeah, are birds real? Are volcanoes real?
Don't.
Because the correct answer is no. All volcanoes are man-made. Fact. It is a conspiracy.
Some of the people on this call.
It is a conspiracy. The governments are making volcanoes to keep us down. There's a lot of facts.
Tom Johnson says the Earth is flat.
I will be happy to share them with you. One, if volcanoes are all like random and hard to predict, why are there always people there with video cameras? Huh? And a lot of them from the government.
Tom Johnson is having a strong.
All right. I'm gonna make volcanoes aren't real T-shirts and see if I can sell them. It's just gonna say volcano with like the cross out and see if people will do it.
Tom Johnson is aware of the birds aren't real.
It's fantastic. Yeah. That's another. Some of the flat earthers and non-evolutionists and all those folks also believe that birds are actually just all drones from the government.
Be very careful Googling this. Like, do it in incognito mode.
Right, because you'll end up on a list, I'm sure. Which, here's the thing. All right, I know this is going to go a little over because we're still got a question left. I have no problem with people believing that the world is flat or that evolution doesn't exist or even that birds aren't real. All right? It's fine. You can go and believe that. What I have a problem with is how fucking lazy you are. Literally, To determine if a bird is real, all you have to do is catch a bird. That's all you have to do. Just catch one bird. If you catch a bird, you'll look at it and be like, that's not a robot. That's all. You're so fucking lazy. Just stop being lazy. That's all I'm asking. If you think that there's an edge to the world, go to the edge of the world. Because all they say is, well, you can't go to the edge of the world. The government won't let you. And then none of them try. None of them try to go to the edge of the world. They just go, well, there's no way you can. You can. You just put in paperwork and go, I want to go to Antarctica and I'm gonna ski across it. A guy skied across Antarctica. You just put the stuff in and you go, you have to put stuff that says like, here's why I'm going. I'm not going to poop on the ice and I'm going to bring all my own food and I won't catch a penguin and eat it. Like that's all you have to do and you can go to Antarctica, but none of them do it. You're just fucking lazy and that's what pisses me off. I have no problem with the belief. You can have whatever belief you want, but if it's running contrary to everything else, just go and prove it. Why don't you just prove it? There's hundreds of years of people proving things. At one point, the church was like, the earth is in the middle and all the things are around it. And then some guy was like, I know you might kill me if I say this, but I've kind of proved that isn't the fact. They've just done it over and over again. Just fucking go and do it. That's all I'm asking. You can have any belief. Just go prove it. That's all. End of my rant. That's all I want.
Apparently your rant is killing Danny's high.
I'm sorry that I'm killing your high. That's very terrible. I think it's a really good rant though. I had a friend who did a marathon in Antarctica. Well, that person is obviously part of the conspiracy. That's what they would say. No. Go run the marathon and then just go off the track to the edge of the world, take a picture, done. You're a hero. You're not going to do it because it's wrong, and you know you're wrong. Is Keith having a heartache over the flat Earth? Nope.
I think you mean heart attack.
Not having a heart attack. Just mad that they won't do anything. Cannot follow it, Keith. You're telling me too much right now.
That's a personal problem.
Yeah, that's true. All right, so there we go. Let's do our last question of the night.
At the risk of having Keith go off on another rant.
Yes.
What country has the most volcanoes? Active and extinct volcanoes.
Oh my God, don't get me started.
I'm not trying to get you started.
60 seconds on the clock about fake volcanoes.
The cat is staring at you like you're an insane person.
What government has created more volcanoes than any other government to keep its people in check?
I know.
All right, crazy. 45 seconds left on the clock. Get your answers in. Let's take a look at the cat and see what the cat's doing. Cat cam is live right now.
Hi, Bubba.
Cat's like, what the actual fuck is happening? What did I do? Is it because I pulled this stuff out of this bag? I'm really sorry. I didn't mean to upset you. I really like this. So I apologize if I've done you any wrong. All right, about 15 seconds left on the clock. This is the last question of the night. 10 seconds.
The first answer in is Hawaii.
Oh.
The country of Hawaii.
The country of Hawaii. The great country of Hawaii. For the record, Septic, you don't need to feel bad because we have people who live in the United States who are guessing states for countries. So we're all in the same boat. Oh, Emily shared. Hey, look at that. Emily shared. Thank you, Emily. Let's go to chat because time is up. Starting from the top, right? That's what we need to do. Time's up. Starting from the top and going down to the bottom. Philippines. Emily came in with Philippines. That's a great guess. There's definitely volcanoes there. The reason I probably wouldn't go with the Philippines is because it's smaller. Right? You want to... Because it didn't say, like, volcanoes per capita or, like, what country had the most volcanoes versus their land mass or something. So you probably want something bigger, right? Robert went with Hawaii, which is not a country of its own yet. It was at one point, perhaps, but we took it over, and it is now part of the U.S. Steam says Iceland. Another good guess. Lots of volcanic activity there, but... I feel like it is another smaller, like, country. which is the concern. New Zealand, that has some good volcanic stuff going on there, right? Russia's great big. That's a good guess. I don't think of Russia when I think of volcanoes, but it is a big country, so you've got a lot of opportunities for it. Dan Wolf over on Twitch says the USA, hashtag America, big country. There are several volcanoes in the United States. You've got all like stuff happening up in Alaska. You've got Hawaii has got some, Mount St. Helen, those types of things. So that's not a bad guess. China, big country, another good guess. Italy, we know at least of a few that are in Italy, and it's not as big as some other countries, but it is still pretty big. Jenny went Philippines, still a good guess. Septic, well, I'm getting no points. Septic, this was your night too. You said this was your night. Craig went with America. Melissa said US. Indonesia says Trey. Oh, another good guess. Another place that was invented to blame bioweapons on. And Danny went with a Karen, yelling at Karen. She's throwing a Karen in, believes nobody's going to get this right. There are people who go to bars at the tops of volcanoes. That's some crazy hipster shit right now. I'm not getting drunk that close to a fucking volcano. No, that does sound a little crazy. Septic says they jinxed it. Well, you know what? Come back Monday. The questions are a lot easier. It was a hard night. Sundays are always a hard night. The only way I'm getting that close to an active volcano is if I'm drunk. That's fair. That is probably the only reason you would. Or if you were in some type of helicopter that you could get away very quickly. All right, so those are all the answers that came in. What was the correct answer? You're looking things up. That makes me concerned. Why are you looking things up?
I was just looking up how many volcanoes there are in the Philippines, and that led me down a hole.
Oh, okay, good. The correct answer is...
USA.
USA. USA. US. Oh, we've stopped. Okay. Looks like the first person to come in with the United States of America or something similar to it. Dan Wolf over on Twitch gets the 2 points. We've got a few other Americas. Craig, Melissa, both got that. I think those are all the Americas that I'm seeing. Is that what you got too?
Yeah.
All right. So now we're going to go check out Dan Wolf USA. We're number one when it comes to things that melt us. Let's take a look at the shares and get those in. I see a bunch of shares, a bunch of people who shared on Facebook. Emily gets a point. Thank you, Emily, for sharing the broadcast. Michael Barbine, our Minister of Misinformation, 3 shares from him. 3 points for him. Robert gets a point for sharing on Facebook. And Craig gets 2 points for sharing today. We appreciate it. Means a lot. It is nice of you to do that because it gets us up. We got 22 people watching, so we slowly are growing, and that's awesome. It's going to be a lot of fun, and we'll find new and wonderful ways to be able to make the show fun and different. Maybe we're going to try and see if we can get some other folks for prizes and things like that. All right, so that's the end of the show. Who won tonight?
We have a new winner tonight.
We have a new winner.
Somebody's
oh my
never
goodness!
Won a night before.
Let me ask this. I just want to ask before we announce the winner. Did the fact that the winner shared the show matter at all?
Yes.
What?
Yeah.
So you're saying just sharing the show changed who the winner was of the show?
That is correct.
So if people share the show, they could end up winning.
Yes.
Who's our winner tonight?
Craig!
Craig won! All right, Craig, you put your acceptance speech in the chat and we will read that. Do we have an ultimate loser of the night? Is anybody?
No, we do not.
We've got ties and stuff. We're going to go through all the points. You let us know if they're wrong. This is what we've got.
Danny with 8, Melissa with 7, Trey with 7, Steam with 5, Dan Wolf with 4, Barbine with 3, Diana with 3, Robert with 3, Tom Johnson with 2, Christina with 1, Emily with 1, and Tom Hoops with 1. And then Craig with 9.
Craig with 9 with the winner. Craig, you get to also decide what color the studio is going to be for Monday. Monday, we're going to announce our weekly winner. So whoever had the most points for the entire week and or the person who's going to get the t-shirt. You can't win more than once because you get a t-shirt, right? So you don't need more than one t-shirt. So we'll announce the t-shirt winner, I should say.
And we'll be mailing out this week's winner and last week's winner, who is Danny.
Yeah, I think that's true. And we have to drop off Karen's.
Right.
We still haven't done that.
Karen's.
And Trey has to pick his up.
Week.
Yeah, so we'll do that this week as well. So if you're waiting on your t-shirt, it will be on its way shortly. That was his speech. Craig says, "What the fuck?" And then just heads exploding.
Wow.
That's good. That's congratulations, Craig. You deserve it.
Don't forget to pick your color, Craig.
Yeah, you got to pick a color for tomorrow. Again, we'll be here at 7 o'clock tomorrow, just like we do every night until they let us out of our homes, just to give you something to keep you to look forward to, and something that's not a virus to think about. So yeah, I think we are done. What's
Septic kind of gave an acceptance speech for loser.
Oh, Septic gives a last place speech. Well, 0 is just one big circle of love. Oh, that's perfect. That's really nice, Septic. Thank you. 5 on a hard Sunday. Steam, nicely done. So he's feels like he has a handicap is what he's going for. Yeah, absolutely, Septic. So everybody, don't forget, 7 o'clock here tomorrow. We will be back. We'll be starting a new week. Don't forget our podcast, Another Wasted Hour. Just go and search Another Wasted Hour on Apple Podcasts, Google Play Music, on Spotify, Stitcher, iHeartRadio. Anywhere that you would go to get a podcast, you'll probably be able to search for ours and find it. Subscribe to that. There's 140 episodes. We'll be making new episodes once the pandemic is over and we can get some musicians here into the studio. And then also go check out the back catalog. As I said, 140 episodes. There's some trivia. There's some really funny news. And you'll get to listen to some local musicians that you wouldn't be exposed to usually. Our friend Dan Wolf being one of those. Very talented folks. So go check that out. Give us a review and some stars and those types of things. Once again, one of the ways that you can get points on this show, on this stream, is to be the first person into the chat to say the word first. To do that, you probably want to subscribe and hit notifications so that you get here as soon as we start. You can also like Another Wasted Hour on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Thank you for all the support. We really appreciate you all being here. It means the world to us, and hopefully it distracts you all from kind of the craziness that is the world. So I think that's all of the business, right? Am I thinking of anything else? That's about it. So until next time, everyone, stay safe, stay healthy, stay home. All right. We're going to get through this, but we'll get through it together. It's you and us. We'll be here at 7 o'clock and you'll be here at 7 o'clock, and we'll keep each other entertained with fun questions and silly answers, and, make sure that everyone's okay, because if you're checking in here, we know you're doing okay. And then, also want to shout out to all the people who are keeping the world going out there. If you have a job that's a necessary job and can't shelter in place, we appreciate you risking things to make things easier for the rest of us. So thank you very much. So again, 7 o'clock tomorrow, we will be here. A brand new week, a brand new chance to be able to win your own victory t-shirt. Until 7 o'clock tomorrow, I guess we're just going to say goodnight. Oh, should we make the cat say goodnight? The cat would like to say goodnight. All right.